What's going on, everybody? It's the Beastly Gamer here, bringing you guys a little video game news. I got some news on Call of Duty, which really isn't new, and also some Hitman news coming for the next-gen consoles. First of all, I want to talk about this new DLC, Onslsaught, coming to the PS4, the Xbox One, PS3, and the Xbox 360, and what it entails. Now, I'm sure that most of you guys know, but just for those who don't, this DLC is going to implement a new play mechanic in the game, and also it's going to change the landscape quite a bit for those of us who are longing for levels more akin to the older Call of Duty franchises like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which has smaller levels that you don't have to run around quite as much looking for enemies. Now, I must say personally, I was a big proponent of talking shit about how big the levels were initially playing Call of Duty Ghosts. But I gotta say, the more you play the game, the more you get used to it, and the more you begin to become familiar with the terrain, it does not become a chore, as you guys can see. I'm destroying these fools in this game. But, and that's how I feel about it now. I feel like pretty much when I'm playing this game, the levels aren't a hindrance anymore. It's more like I know them now. I'm feeling more comfortable about things. You'll see if a person kills me, I usually get back to where they were just for revenge because I'm a spiteful motherfucker. But this news, guys, is on IGN. A link will be in the description, and it's about Call of Duty Ghosts Onslaught DLC, and this is a little bit more than the news that has already been released. Activision has released new screenshots of the forthcoming Onslaught DLC, along with new details of the bundle's content. Alongside the news that you'll be able to play as Halloween's Michael Myers on the Fog map in the upcoming DLC, Activision has also revealed what else will be coming as part of the DLC. So for those who don't know, there's a level called Fog in the Onslaught DLC, which is a pretty creepy level. Now, I love horror movies. I'm a big horror movie guy. It's my favorite stuff is scary movies. And I like a majority of the Halloween films, going back to Jodie Foster showing her tits. And I really like, scary movies, honestly. It's my favorite genre. I love it. And I think that this dynamic will be pretty fun, but I just don't think personally that it's very original. Now, what I mean by that is, in this level Fog, it's a campground, it's nighttime, there's fog everywhere, there's a lake, the pretty typical Halloween Jason backdrop, location. And once you get your kill streak on this particular level, you actually turn into Michael Myers from the Halloween franchise. And you're equipped with a hatchet, and you're fast, and you get people, and you hatchet them to death. And the music from the Halloween movies, the theme music actually plays in the background, so everyone on the map is hearing this, and so I guess it gives a feeling of foreboding, or a feeling of fear to the other characters who know that now Michael Myers is on the map, and it becomes a little bit more scary. Now, that aspect of it, I gotta say, is pretty entertaining. I think it'll be fun, but I just don't like the way that it's been utilized because it's not original. What I mean by that is, basically, they have repurposed the Maniac perk, put a new skin on it, and turned him into Michael Myers. And what I mean by that is, if you guys play this game on the, any of these consoles, you know that there are microtransactions for weapons and certain things, and they actually created a microtransaction for your dog. You can turn your dog into a wolf, and it looks like a scary rabbit wolf that your dog actually becomes now if you pay for this perk. And I kind of feel like this DLC is kind of the same thing for the Maniac. They just gave you the Maniac kill streak and put Michael Myers on it. So I don't know personally if it's going to be that big of a deal. I mean, I think it's going to be kind of fun, but who knows how long it'll last. And I'm curious as to how they're going to implement these other types of kill streaks in the future, because if they're going to continue doing things like this with each of the releases of the DLC, what are they going to do? Is it going to be a new horror movie icon in each one? Is it going to be, are they going to implement action stars, like Schwarzenegger, Stallone? It all depends, I guess, on the direction they want to go. But personally, I wouldn't mind seeing maybe a Freddy Krueger, or some of these older horror icons. I think it'd be fun. Not the new Freddy Krueger. I'm talking about the old Freddy Krueger, not the new remake garbage. But this article continues. The main focus will be Episode 1 Nightfall, the first installment of Extinction's 4-pack episodic narrative that's set to introduce new characters as the storyline expands, along with bringing a new weapon and alien species to the battlefield. Alongside Fog, the other maps coming have been confirmed as Bayview, which is a close quarters set on a boardwalk with gift stores and an aquarium, along with a functional naval destroyer offshore. Now, the naval destroyer is actually going to be your kill streak on that level. So once you get a certain amount of kills, you are able to call in the naval destroyer, and the naval destroyer will send missiles and kill, the enemies that are located on the map. And so that's a pretty unique kill streak. Also, Containment is a new level. It's going to be a small level set in a war-torn Mexican village featuring fights over a small bridge and rooftop vantage points. And Ignition is a reimagined version of Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2, set in the Florida Space Launch Facility. So they're repurposing some of these levels again, kind of the same way they did in Black Ops 2, but these are levels that I think a lot of people will appreciate, not having to work quite as hard to get around to the enemies. And I'm really curious to see how this Fog level is going to go with Michael Myers. Like I said, I think it'll be pretty enjoyable, but I don't know for sure. Alright. Also, we got a little Hitman news for those Hitman Agent 47 fans. It appears that Hitman is coming for the Xbox One and the PS4, and it will not be a linear experience as previous games. This will be a sandbox game with no checkpoints. So this will be a totally new experience. This is also on IGN.com. Link will be in the description. IO Interactive confirms you'll play as globe-trotting Agent 47 at the prime of his career in a new game. Contracts mode returns. I'm not going to go through the entire story, I don't think, but I want to get some of the main talking points out for you guys. As part of an open letter released to fans today, Hitman series creator IQ Interactive shared a host of new details about its new AAA Hitman game currently in development for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. So that's another thing I'm noticing. These developers are moving away from the last-gen consoles and kind of giving people what they want. I'm sorry for the guys who don't have the new stuff, but your day's coming. In this new and untitled game, you play as a globe-trotting Agent 47 at the prime of his career. Supporting Agent 47 will be his longtime partner Diana Burnwood and the entire International Contract Agency, the ICA. According to IO Interactive, the new Hitman game will retain the core of the series, that is, being able to use a wide range of tools to take out diverse groups of targets at a global scale. Damn. The game will run on a form of the Glacier 2 engine, which powered 2012's Hitman Absolution. So a form of the Glacier 2 engine, hopefully, of course, it's going to look a hell of a lot better than it did before because of the last-gen graphics. And so this might be the rebirth of Hitman if they do this thing right. I like to see, reimaginings because it's going to be him at the prime of his career, so he'll be younger and he'll still be tatted up in the back of his biscuit, and we'll be able to see him in beautiful next-gen/current-gen graphics. Okay, this article continues. We're packing in an extreme level of detail on the largest levels we have ever built for a Hitman game. We've adopted an open, non-linear level design approach to the game, ensuring the game will play out across huge checkpoint-free sandbox levels, the developer said. Our claim is to create living, breathing, and believable levels which will allow gamers to play around with the AI to create those unique moments every fan of the Hitman franchise loves. So that's a great thing. They're kind of moving toward the Grand Theft Auto, the direction of like GTA and some of these other games. So we'll see where that goes. Hopefully it'll be really nice. Contracts mode, which is a big fan favorite, a mission editor feature that allows players to create murder scenarios, will also return for the new Hitman game. Players will be able to create and build these challenges and then share them with the world through the internet. Oh damn, so that's really going to be unique. Imagine a real big planet for murderers. So that might be a really big selling point for this game. A lot of people are going to be really original and come up with some pretty awesome kills that people can play through and enjoy. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to go. You will also be glad to hear that we have removed 47's magic pockets, the developer said. We believe that's all we need to say about that subject. More details about the Hitman game will be shared in the coming months. In addition to the new Hitman game coming to the Xbox One, PS4, and PC, Square Enix Montreal is working on a Hitman-inspired mobile game for tablets and smartphone. A Hitman movie called Agent 47 is also in the works. But then again, it's with Homeland's Rupert Friend playing the lead role, replacing Paul Walker who died in a car crash. God bless Paul Walker. You know, everybody. I'm a big fan of all his movies. I'm the Beastly Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.